Hello fellow World of Warcraft fans, Blizzard has just introduced patch 12.1 in a new WoWcast episode. Curse of Ula'tek, that is the Curse of Ula'tek. In this video we'll simply take a look at what content awaits us there. In fact, Blizzard is taking some new approaches. For example, the concept of world bosses is being completely revamped. In addition to that, we get the usual things like new dungeons, a new raid, a new area, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I would say let's take a look at the whole thing. Also present in this conversation were lead quest designer Rachel Ward and senior software engineer Taylor Garcia. If you want to watch the whole episode, of course it's linked in the video description. And yeah, with that, let's get started. By the way, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss any content. Very, very important, even though we're now moving on to patch 12.1. Of course, this is the part we actually have every season. New area. New quest lines. We're getting the Coiled Isle, that's what it's called. And in the end, as you can see here, this section, this peninsula that's still hidden in Suleiman, which we currently don't have access to, that will be the new area, which means it will be integrated into the existing world of Warcraft Midnight. And in this area, there will apparently be, all in all, 4 new events or new activities. Cursed searches, cursed fishing, so something to do with fishing. Public events like, for example, open world summoning events, bosses, and so on and so forth. And the so-called Walls of Ula'tek. That's actually quite interesting because, for example, there's a talent tree called Altar of Corrosion. With it, you can unlock various perks. And those give you more strength when questing and so on and so forth. These cursed searches will summon elite mobs at 5 random points on the island. When you kill a rare elite mob, this cursed fishing will be unlocked there, and here you can see this Altar of Corrosion. In the end, the altar is not a borrowed power system in the sense that it will make you stronger for raiding or doing dungeons. Instead, it ties into this poison theme throughout the whole world. And it simply helps you get a few quality of life features. A few things that make you stronger while questing and so on. So, yeah, that sounds pretty cool in itself. And yeah, stronger kind of speaks to the open world content again. Or rather, it makes the whole thing a bit more interesting. With this cursed fishing, there's apparently also a story involving this Tortollan here, where you can earn reputation, and in the end that allows you to keep fishing on these poisoned waters all over the island, or to fish more. What I actually find very interesting are the so-called lairs. So Blizzard really came up with something here. World bosses will basically no longer be in the open world in the future, but in these lairs, or Horten in German. In the end, you can enter these things, as you can see here, with about 15 to 25 people, and the difficulty scales from normal up to Mythic. So, in the future, there will simply be Mythic world bosses. Whether they end up becoming easier or harder because of this, we will see. As you just saw in the picture, there will be a summoning stone where you can teleport there. Let's see how that works out in the end. Otherwise, we're getting a new dungeon, and you can see the footage right here, the Altar of Thanks. It actually has 3 new bosses in there, and we'll go straight into the Mythic rotation. So, yeah, I always think it's pretty cool when they add something like that. So when we have a completely new dungeon that you didn't already know from Mythic or something, that's pretty nice. Speaking of Mythic, you can see the rotation right here. In addition to the 4 dungeons from Midnight that we haven't had yet, this new Altar of Thanks, Temple of Zitralis, Ruben Citralis, Ruby Life Pools, and King's Rest are being added. Otherwise, of course, there will be loot here. Loot hunts and so on will be expanded, so this feature will, of course, remain in the game. So, you don't have to worry that you'll miss out on anything there. A few adjustments have also been announced here for the cooldown manager, for the interface, and so on. We'll go into more detail about that as soon as there's more information available. But yeah, I think it's cool that they're moving forward with that. Updates have also been announced for housing, but I'd say let's wait and see for now. Here's how it looks. There will be 3 new delves plus a new nemesis delve, so a nemesis boss where you can get a new mount and so on. In addition, there's a new raid, the Venomous Abyss, and there will apparently face Ula'tek. You can see here, these are the changes for housing, or at least a few of the ones that have been announced now. It really looks like you can change things now. In the end, you can place pets in your houses, so that's also a really, really cool thing. I really like that a lot. You can now save so-called blueprints, and import them. That means you save what another player has built, and you can easily take it over and build it for yourself as well. So this is also a feature that a lot of people have really, really wanted. I think the thing with the pets is cool. There are new endeavors, as you've seen here. We've got the Amani trolls here, the kobolds are there, the centaurs from the plains of Onara, the Tortolan are there. And apparently there's a new quest line where we continue the hunt for Xal'atath with Arathor. Let's see what comes out of it in the end. You'll see it here. All in all, I have to say I'm happy. Yeah, I'm positively impressed by what was shown in this patch. I find all the concepts and ideas pretty interesting. In the end, we'll have to see how it all plays out. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and until then, have a good one and take care.